So welcome back to another video. You have great ideas but lack execution. Now this video that I'm making today isn't really a video necessarily. It's more so, I'm also just giving you the notes that I took from a conversation I had last night around the same time with an entrepreneur who is killing the game right now. He's 29, so he has a few more years on me, but he is very advanced, right? And he's also a friend and also a mentor that I'm friends with in real life. But he essentially, we had a conversation about taking action, and he has a very similar personality type to me. And if you are somebody who is messy and creative and you have a lot of ideas but sometimes you struggle with execution, and you'd consider yourself an artist, maybe you don't, but you struggle with executing on ideas, then this video will help you a lot because it's raw, and honestly it helped me a lot from last night to today. Today I've been the most productive that I ever have been, and I'm learning as you are right now, but I'm just a few steps ahead of you, maybe 1 step, 2 steps, whatever it is, maybe 10 steps, right? But we're all on this journey together, and I think if you are ambitious like I am and you desire to live a life such as this, where you're driving fast cars and you're traveling a lot and you're dating cute girls and whatnot, then I think you will get a lot from this video. And yeah, that's it. That's the intro. Now let's get into it. Notion. So the first thing that he ran me through was system 1 and system 2. So you kind of have to split your brain into 2 bits, right? You're an artist, but you're also an entrepreneur. And I also wrote down in my journal, where is it? It's in my bag somewhere. I also wrote down in my journal that there's something about artists which I just kind of gives me the ick. Now, excuse me using the word ick, but it's kind of disgusting in a way, because a lot of artists kind of think that they can just have these thoughts and these deep emotions, and that makes them an artist. And personally, I don't think so. I think art without work ethic or discipline is pretentious. Art without work ethic or discipline is pretentious. Chad Campion. But listen, this is what you need to learn. You need to be able to split your brain into the discipline part and then also into the creative, messy part, right? And the first part is scattered, it's creative, it's messy, and it's chaos. But then the second part is focus, it's order, it's execution, it's consistency, it's systems, right? I remember a girl that I met in America. Well, she was American and she was in London. She kept on calling me type B. I'm a type B person, I'm type B. I was messy. And then she was type A, so she's very organized. But when you are an entrepreneur, or when you are trying to level up in life and you're making it on your own, right? You kind of need to adopt the identity that your vision demands of you. Sometimes you need to be type A, and other times you need to be type B. Sometimes you need to be this creative outlaw, and other times you need to be this by the book fucking monk almost, right? So you need to be able to split your mind. And one of the most important aspects is getting things done and being focused. That is the number one thing in entrepreneurship, is getting things done. Recording the video like I am right now, sending the DMs, getting on the sales call, planning for this, planning for that, working. It's doing the actual work, putting your goddamn headphones in and getting to work. That is the most important thing. And I'm big on mindset. This whole channel is called Identity is an Art Form. It's about mindset, it's about identity. But this all plays a role in that. And focus is simply not getting distracted. Focusing on creating content and selling, which is my main thing. Focus doesn't equal isolation, and I'll get into what that means. But it does mean execution. Focus means execution, not isolation. So I always thought that I would have to isolate myself. I kept on tying strings onto me doing the work. Okay, I need to be isolated. I can't drink. I can't drink alcohol. I can't go out. I can't socialize. If I'm going to work, then I need to be all in. But this is a belief that is holding you back. The execution needs to be separate from that. The work is just a work, period. Whether you're isolated or whether you're not, or whether you're socializing, whether you're not, whether you're dating, whether you're not, all of that doesn't matter. Although you think it does. But why? Because in reality, it does not at all. And the hour of creating content is just doing it, right? And this is for me. It's not about whether it's right or what others think. The task that you have just needs doing. Whether it's good or not, or whether you're going to do it good or not, or whether how many times in the past you've said that you were going to do it and then you didn't do it. It doesn't matter. It just needs doing. That's it. And then we moved on to guilt and losing the moment. So when we were out together, he realized that I was not really present to the moment because I knew that I had work to do. Like, I hadn't done the work in the morning, right? And then I was out with him and my brain kept on running over how I didn't do the work. And I'm sure you have this, right? You feel guilty for not doing the work. But please understand that guilt is not enough of a driver to achieve. To achieve financial freedom, to achieve that body, to achieve whatever it is. 1 million YouTube subs. Guilt is not enough because you will overcome it. How long can you feel guilty for? Right? How long can you feel guilty / motivated? What, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? Like, that guilt comes on strong and then it leaves you. And I know the cycle that you're stuck in because I was stuck in it too. And I'm still fighting on a daily basis. Where you fuck up or you don't do the work and then you feel guilty. You feel the guilt in an attempt to just push through the work. Because you tried to make right now so painful that you just do the work. But you never do it. You never do the goddamn work, do you? So when the task arrives, just do the task. Allow the task to consume you. Stay in the moment. When you're out, be out. Right? When you're out with friends, just be out with friends. Be in the moment. And do not compensate for a lack of work by using guilt and shame. Right? All of this stuff that I'm outlining for you, I was doing. I was doing it. And he was the one who fucking pulled me on it. He's making like not 10. I'm not even gonna say 10 times or 100 times or 1,000 times. It's a lot more than that he's making than me, right? Just to put things into perspective. The level of focus when you lift weights is the focus that you need when working. Now, I've been going to the gym for 3 years, and we go to the gym together sometimes. And he gave me the analogy of being under the bar. So you're going to hit a PR, 120 kilograms on the bench. When you unrack the bar and you feel the weight, you're not thinking about anything but the fucking weight. You can't afford to. And that is the same focus. That is the level of focus that you need to bring to your work, to your business work. This is a serious fucking game. When you're in business, when you're an artist, it's a serious game. All creativity, all emotion, all imagination, all of this nice daisy, great, all of that is great stuff, but that's system 1. That won't get you far. Plenty of people are creative, plenty of people are artistic. Nobody is consistent. Nobody does the fucking work. Nobody is putting in hours every fucking day on one thing. Nobody is focused. And that's why it's so fucking easy to win today. That's why it's so easy. Everybody is using system 1. One half of their brain. But me and you, we use both. And because of that, we are both consistent and creative. And they both feed into each other, maximizing the output of both. We are consistent. We do the work that nobody else wants to do. But we also have the creative ideas. We are visionaries. We're philosophers. We're trailblazers in our niche. execution should be done regardless of how you feel. And just tap into your system 2 brain. Be a professional, right? Whether you want to be alone or go out or drink, it doesn't matter. So what you need to do is you need to sharpen your dart. You need to sharpen your aim, your arrow, and focus on what actually matters. What actions matter. So once you've identified the levers that actually matter, now it's just about doing them. That's it. Sitting down and doing them. And that's where you create a schedule, you create a routine, but you don't judge yourself, and I'm going to get into that later on in the video. And we don't have too much to go now, but I have great ideas, but like execution too. All of this here is like, I'm saying I need to sharpen my dart. I'm saying I need to sharpen my aim, right? And also having a messy process is okay. That's a part of the system 1 brain. It's okay to have a messy brain. But you have 2 parts here. You have 1 which is the idea, and you have 2 which is the execution. You have 1. I would even go as far to say that you're a genius, and you're incredible at 1. You've got this part down, and you know it. But you don't have this second part down. Now imagine if you did. Imagine if you became disciplined. But I don't even like the word discipline. Imagine if you became structured, organized. And you showed up every day. You'd kill the game, and you know it. So I originally wrote down that I need to have a night routine, and this is what I believe that you have to do as well. So the night before is really where greatness happens, because I realized that I was leaving the burden of decision onto my morning self. I would wake up in the morning, okay, what do I wear? My room would be a bit of a mess. I'd wake up with all of these decisions I had to make that it would take away from my work and from my creativity. And in order to even get to doing the work on my computer, I would have to step over clothes, and I would wake up in a bit of a fucking mess, and I'd have to pick out clothes, and it was just a complete and utter disaster. So what you do is you plan the night before. And if you're a young entrepreneur, understand that your main constraint right now, your only constraint right now is self-organization, being organized, because you are the business right now, and you need to be more organized. You have the talent, you have the ideas, you have the plan, but you need to be organized, because you need to automate all of this other shit in your life so that you can have the brain power and energy for your business. So for me, it was planning my day, cleaning my room, putting in my retainers for my teeth, packing my bag the night before, because I like to go to coffee shops, putting your phone on charge, your AirPods, your laptop, right? Picking out the clothes, taking your supplements. Done. Just set a time, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and just do all of this. After I record this video, that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm going to get ready for tomorrow. So the second I wake up, boom, I already know what I'm wearing. Everything's charged, my bag's already packed, and I just get up and go. And I go straight to work. Work being the coffee shop. Routine. Treat this like a job. And all I want is 4 hours per day. Just 4 hours per day. Right, Dan Koe is massive on this, so I suggest reading some of his articles and watching some of his videos. Search up Dan Koe 4 hour work day, and you'll see a bunch of stuff. And for me, the goal is to get sales for my course, which I haven't even got mentioned. But if you struggle with procrastination, first link in bio. That's terrible. But yeah, I essentially just made it for my younger self. It goes step by step through every single lesson that I've had to learn to lose weight, to overcome procrastination, to build an online business, which is generating revenue, right? So if you struggle with procrastination, go and check that out. Sales pitch over. And then here I was going to write the tasks I needed to do, which I already did on another page, but focus on tasks as well. So if your whole thing is to write a newsletter, set the task as write 200 words, not write newsletter for 30 minutes. Because then it turns into a game. How quick can I do this, right? That's another little cheat code as well. These are my tasks: 100 replies, 20 DMs, write video essay, and enjoy the work. It's all in the preparation, which is the night before. Now, I'll leave you with this. Don't judge yourself. Leave judging for the meeting. Give yourself permission to go all out. Judging is emotion. Emotion and business do not bode well. So I'm going to be having a meeting with him every week, right? But for you, every Sunday, just review how you've done. Set the tasks for each week and every day. And if you set the task to send 50 DMs, but you only sent 20 every day, cool, that's information. You didn't fail. You just got new information. So now the next week, do 25. Start small, build the momentum. But right now, I want you to go all in. I want you to test yourself. So what you're about. But I'm going to leave it there. I figured this would be pretty useful for my younger self. It's been useful for me now, learning all of this, System 1 and System 2. So, yeah. Again, this is the vision that we're working toward, dog. A lot of women. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it motivates me. So, it's a good fucking thing. But, yeah. Follow me on X. Follow me. Okay, now that's some basic ass YouTube shit, which I ain't doing. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an artist. But I guess I am a YouTuber at this point. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, and do the fucking work. Prepare the night before. Be a professional. Yeah. Peace.